Warm welcome you all to channel Meet MIT, that is Math is Tricky.
Let here delta x be a small increment in x and delta y be corresponding increment in y. Also let always y equals fx equals given function. Okay, so now then this language I have already shared. This language has been already shared in previous examples also. You can see my previous videos and you can write from there also. So always up to here it will be same y plus delta y equals f of x plus delta x. That means x is increased by delta x, so there will be increment in y. Now we have always find the value of delta y. Delta y equals f of x plus delta x minus y, or we can write here delta y equals f of x plus delta x means x plus delta x whole power n. X is replaced by x plus delta x minus y means x power n. By definition we can write here dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0 delta y by delta x. So we are getting see here, so dy by dx equals dy by dx limit delta x tends to 0, delta y is here x plus delta x whole power n minus x power n by delta x. We can write here limit delta x tends to 0, x plus delta x whole power n minus x power n by x plus delta x minus x, because x and x will be cancelled, we'll get the delta x as it is. So now the formula for this, by that formula is here n x power n minus 1. That is, we can write here dx power n by dx equals simply n times x power n minus 1. Remember what is happening here. A power will come front, this power will come front, and the power will decrease by 1. Okay, this is the solution. So let's try here another problem. So in other problems I will not write this language. I'll try to solve the problem by I'll skip some problem steps, so you can write the language. Always it is same here. Let's find derivative of y equals c by definition, where c equals a constant. Okay, so for that, how do we find derivative of a constant function by definition? Okay, so you please write the language as previous one. So you write here language and write here let y equals fx equals c. Then we can write here then y plus delta y equals f of x plus delta x, and always we are finding the value of delta y. Let's find here delta y, so put it in left hand side, send other to right hand side, f of x plus delta x minus y, and it gives here delta y equals, see here, this is giving always constant. Whatever is the value of x, it gives always constant, so it will be here c minus c equals 0. Therefore we can write here dy by dx equals, by definition limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x, and it gives here simply 0. Therefore derivative of c equals constant, that is derivative constant is 0. That is derivative of constant is always 0. That is derivative of 1 by derivative of 1 is 0, that equals here derivative of minus 2, or whatever is the constant, derivative of constant is always, this is your answer. Hope you are understanding this. If you understand, then please like my videos, share among your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Let's see here, and I'm taking here another example. This was question number 2. Already I have solved question number 2. Now it is here. Let's solve the third question here. Third number, question number 3. Derivative of ax plus b power n by definition again. Okay, so how do we calculate? Again, this you write here solution for solution. This you write the language by yourself, and then let here always write let y equals fx equals given function ax plus b power n. Then we can write y plus delta y equals f of x plus delta x. Now we can write here, this is going to be f of x plus delta x means a times x plus delta x plus b whole power n, or always find the value of delta y equals almost, it is ax plus a delta x plus b whole power n minus y means ax plus b whole power n. By definition we have here dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0 delta y by delta x. That can be written as here, that is dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0, and it gives here delta x means ax plus a delta x plus b whole power n minus ax plus b whole power n by delta x. Okay, so let me write here other part here, so that how much we get dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0 ax plus, let me write, okay, it will be easy for us to let me write here. Okay, so always start with the positive thinking. Yes, you can do it for you. It's not so difficult. We can understand. Just we need to practice a number of times. Delta x tends to 0. Now we have here ax plus a delta x plus b whole power n, and minus ax plus b to the power n. And then now just I'm writing here delta x as a delta ax plus a delta x plus b and minus ax plus b. Let's see what we are getting. So you just simplify this. So what we are getting here, if you simplify ax plus a delta x plus b minus ax minus b, so you can see here b and b cancel, a and x cancel, so we are getting here a delta x, and this was already there, so just we'll get we need to balance this a, so just put here a. Now for this we can use formula here, so it is simply n as just limit formula, so n ax plus b whole power n minus 1 into a, that is here n ax plus b power n minus 1. This is the derivative of d by dx of ax plus b to the power n. This is your final answer. So what I have done, I have used here not, this is the formula I have used, d, here I have used the formula of limit, that is limit x tends to a, x power n minus a power n by x minus a equals n a power n minus 1. This is the formula. Thank you so much. Okay, we understood this one. Please you copy the language from previous videos here dot dot dot, and then after that always will write here let y equals fx equals the given function 2 minus 3x power 1 by 2. Okay, so now then we'll write here y plus delta y equals f of x plus delta x, and it is giving here 2 minus, in this case we just replace x by x plus delta x, so that will be simply here 2 and 3 minus 2 minus 3 times x plus delta x whole power is there 1 by 2, so it can be done as here, or delta y equals 2 minus 3x minus 3 delta x whole power 1 by 2 minus y means 2 minus 3x whole power 1 by 2. By definition we can write here, by definition dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0 delta y by delta x. So if we substitute the value of delta y, what we get here, limit delta x tends to 0, 2 minus 3x minus 3 delta x whole power 1 by 2 minus 2 minus 3x whole power 1 by 2 by delta x. And actually 1 by 2 means root. 1 by 2 is root, in power 1 by 2 means it is the root. So after this we can have two methods. We can rationalize and simplify to get the answer. But I am not going to use rationalization. Instead of rationalizing, I am using another method. So I am trying to use the formula of limit. So let's write like this, dy by dx. We can write here limit delta x tends to 0. Simply write like this, 2 minus 3x minus 3 delta x whole power 1 by 2 minus 2 minus 3x whole power 1 by 2. Instead of this delta x, just I am writing here 2 minus 3x minus 3 delta x minus 2 minus 3x. Now let's see what we actually, if you simplify this, this 2 and 2 will be cancelled, 3x and 3x will be cancelled, only will get here minus 3 delta x, but already we have delta x. So to balance minus 3 delta x, we'll simply write here minus 3 here, so that we can use formula for this. This overall will give simply one result. So this is simply 1 by 2 minus 3x whole power 1 by 2 minus 1 and minus 3 as it is. So just simplify this, how much we are getting here, 1 by 2 minus 1 is 1 by 2, so we can write here minus 3 by 2, and here 2 minus 3x whole power minus 1 by 2, and further we can write minus 3 by 2, 1 by 2 means 2 minus 3x whole power 1 by 2, or you can write here minus 3 by 2 root 2 minus 3x. That's your answer. Okay, hope you understood this. Now let me solve another problem for you. Here in this video we are discussing about how to find derivative of a given function by definition or first principle. Hope you are enjoying this video, hope you are understanding this video. If you have any confusion or any suggestion, please write it in comment box. Okay, so let's try here how to find the derivative of x square minus 2 by definition. So again, so let's write here solution, and always write the language. You can see that from my previous videos, so I'm not writing that. And then write here y. Always suppose the given function as y equals fx equals x square minus 2. Then our line is same here, y plus delta y, that equals f of x plus delta x. Now f of x plus delta x means simply replace x by x plus delta x in the given function. So that means x plus delta x whole is minus 2. In this case we can have 1 whole square also, or we can proceed. So what we are getting here, delta y equals x plus delta x whole square minus 2 minus y means it is simply x square, and minus minus it will be plus 2. This cancels, so we got here x plus delta x whole square minus x square. After that we can use a square minus b square formula, or a plus b whole square formula can be used and cancel the terms. But as previous, I'm not going to do that one or simplify, so this can be solved by any method. So let's write here by definition we can use any method. So I'm using the same method, dy by dx equals here limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x, it is simply limit delta x tends to 0, x plus delta x whole square minus x square by delta x. Now simply it can be written as dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0, and simply it is here x plus delta x whole square minus x square by x plus delta x and minus x. So x and x will be cancelled, will be getting delta x, there is no change. So just now we can use formula for this. It is here simply 2x power 2 minus 1, that is here 2x. Therefore being right here d by dx of x square minus 2 is simply 2x. That's answer. Hope you are understanding this. So thank you so much for watching. Please be with me and watch many more videos that I have uploaded for you. Thank you so much. Hope you are understanding this, whatever I'm explaining here. Now let me solve another problem for you. Okay, question number, I think it was 5 number. So 5 number already solved. Now move for 6 number. Question number 6. Okay, so let's move for question number 6, x 1 by 5 minus x. So this is your problem, and we will find derivative of this function by definition. Okay, so the first line will be here. The language you copy from my previous videos, you can write by yourself, and then let here always y equals fx equals 1 by 5 minus x. Then the line is same. Let's write here y plus delta y equals f of x plus delta x. So simply it will be how much? 1 by, it can be written as here, right here 5 minus x power minus 1. So it will be g. So write in this way. So 5 minus x means x plus delta x, x minus delta x power minus 1, or delta y equals 5 minus x minus delta x whole power minus 1, and minus y means 5 minus x power minus 1. So by definition we can write here, by definition dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x. So it gives a limit delta x tends to 0 and 5 minus x minus delta x whole power minus 1 minus 5 minus x whole power minus 1 by delta x. Now we'll manage the denominator so that we can use formula. So what can be done? Dy by dx equals limit delta x as it is, and now 5 minus x minus delta x whole power minus 1 minus 5 minus x whole power minus 1. So instead of delta x, this I'll write here 5 minus x minus delta x. Always write this minus this, so minus 5 minus x. Let's see what we are getting here. 5 and 5 will be cancelled, x and x will be cancelled, so minus delta x will get, but we have just only delta x, so to balance this we have to multiply by minus 1. So for this all we have one formula. We can write this as minus 1 5 minus x power minus 1 into minus 1 is there, so it is simply plus 5 minus x power minus 2, that is here 1 by 5 minus x power 2. That's your answer. Okay, hope you understood this, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel and share among your friends. Thank you so much. Question number 7, derivative of 5 by 7x squared by first principle or by first definition. Question is same. Okay, so as discussed in previous video, you write the language by yourself, and then let here always given function as y equals fx equals 5 by 7 x square. It can be written as here 5 by 7 x power minus 2. Okay, so then y plus delta y will be equal to f of x plus delta x. That equals f of x plus delta x means simply 5 by 7 and x plus delta x whole power minus 2. Or always we are finding the value of delta y, do the same thing here also. So it is simply 5 by 7 times x plus delta x to the power minus 2 minus y means 5 by 7 x to the power minus 2. What we can do here, we can take 5 by 7 as common, then x plus delta x to the power minus 2 minus x power minus 2. Okay, so now by definition or by first principle, by first principle dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0 delta y by delta x, isn't it? So now let's simplify this, then we'll get our final answer. Dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0 delta y is here simply 5 by 7 whole bracket here x plus delta x to the power minus 2 minus x power minus 2 whole divide delta x. So try to simplify this. So 5 by 7 is constant, so let's put this outside, and now simply it will be here limit, this is simply here limit x tends to delta x tends to 0 and x plus delta x power minus 2 minus x power minus 2 by, instead of delta x, let's write like this, x plus delta x minus x, same thing is there. So now we can use the formula for after simplifying we'll be getting delta x. Okay, so what's our answer? 5 by 7, therefore we can write here dy by dx equals 5 by 7 minus 2 x power minus 2 minus 1, so it will be minus 10 by 7 x power minus 3, that can be written as minus 10 by 7 x cube. This is your answer. Find the derivative of this. So first you write the language of this. For that you can see my previous videos, and then you write always as before y equals fx equals 2x plus 3 whole power 1 by 2. Then we can write here y plus delta y equals f of x plus delta x, that is here f of, replace x by delta x 2 times. So simply we can write here 2 times x plus delta x plus 3 whole power is there 1 by 2. Or we can write here delta y equals, this is simply 2x plus 2 delta x plus 3 whole power 1 by 2 minus y means 2x plus 3 power 1 by 2. Now what we can do here, by definition, now let's move forward by definition or by first principle dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0 delta y by delta x, that can be done as here simply limit delta x tends to 0 delta y is here 2x plus 2 delta x plus 3 whole power 1 by 2 minus 2x plus 3 whole power 1 by 2 by delta x. So now let's change the denominator so that we can use formula, so that we can write here dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0. Now it is here simply 2x plus 2 delta x plus 3 whole power 1 by 2 minus 2x plus 3 1 by 2. Now write the denominator. So simply write here 2x first minus second 2x plus 2 delta x plus 3 minus this and then see what we are getting. So 2x and 2x will cancel, 3 and 3 will be cancelled. We'll get here only 2 delta x, but we have only delta x. To cut 2 will multiply by 2. Now we can write formula for this all here up to here, that can be used as a formula, and it's simply 1 by 2 2x plus 3 power 1 by 2 minus 1. 2 is there, 2 and 2 cancel. So what we got here? Let me write up. So now we have the answer. So simply we have now, therefore dy by dx equals, simply it is here 2x plus 3 and then it is minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, that is simply 2x plus 3 1 by whole power 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2x plus 3. That's our answer. We understood this? Please share this among your friends, like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching my video, and thank you so much for being with me. We are solving some problems of derivative by first principle. So I have some problems for you. You can watch my previous videos. Now let's solve this problem. Here it is, derivative of 1 plus x square to the power 1 by 2 by definition. Okay, so for this also we have the same language, so you please copy it from my previous video, and then after that you write here always y equals fx as 1 plus x square power 1 by 2. Then write like this, y plus delta y equals f of x plus delta x. And f of x plus delta x means simply replace x by x plus delta x. So how much we get? X 1 plus x plus delta x whole square and to the power 1 by 2. So we can write here delta y equals 1 plus, so we can write this as x square plus here 2 delta x plus, we can write here 2 delta x into x plus delta x whole square. This is our first part, and then minus by 1 by 2 is there. So minus y means it is 1 plus x square power 1 by 2. By definition, let's write here by definition, we have the value of dy by dx, that is our derivative. So limit delta x tends to 0 delta y by delta x. So let me write like this, or we can write here dy by dx, that is limit delta x tends to 0 and here delta y is 1 plus x square plus 2x delta x plus delta x whole square whole to the power 1 by 2 minus 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square whole power 1 by 2, and then there is whole by delta x. Now to get answer we'll simplify further. So how we are going to simplify? Let me solve it. So what we can do here, we are trying to change denominator so that we can use formula of limit. So let's write like this, dy by dx equals here simply limit delta x tends to 0. So let's copy numerator as it is, 1 plus x square plus 2x delta x plus delta x whole square whole power 1 by 2 minus it is here 1 plus x square whole power 1 by 2. For denominator, write like this. So what we can write here for denominator, delta x is 1 plus x square plus 2x delta x plus delta x whole square, and then minus 1 plus x square. Okay, so what do we get after this? So let me simplify and show you. So this 1 and 1 will be cancelled, x square will be cancelled, just this will be our remaining part. So into, let's write here for this, into 2x delta x plus delta x whole square will be remaining, into it with this. Okay, so you have to balance this. Okay, now remaining, and already there was here delta x in denominator, so we can write that as it is. So delta x is here, delta x. So now for this we can write now formula. For this we can write formula. So let's write that. And so what we are getting in dy by dx equals here. Now this is formula, so it is here simply 1 by 2, 1 plus x square, 1 by 2 minus 1, and for remaining we can simply write here limit delta x tends to 0, delta x is common, and 2x plus delta x by delta x. So delta x cancel, so we got here simply 1 by 2, 1 plus x square to the power minus 1 by 2 times, this is here 2x plus 0, and that is 1 by 2 1 plus x square power 1 by 2 into 2x, 2 and 2 cancel, so we have the answer dy by dx equals simply x by 1 plus x square whole power 1 by 2. That's our answer. Okay, so first write the language by yourself, and then you can see for that my previous videos, and then after that write here let y equals fx equals given function. So this is here simply 3x plus 4 power minus 1 by 2. Simply you can write like this. And then y plus delta y equals here f of x plus delta x, that equals 3x plus 3 delta x plus 4 whole power minus 1 by 2. I've just replaced x by x plus delta x. Okay, then let's find the value of delta y. It will be simply 3x plus 3 delta x plus 4 to the power 1 by 2 negative minus 3x plus 4 power minus 1 by 2. By definition we can write here, by definition dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x, and then we can write here dy by dx equals, how much is this? So it is simply limit delta x tends to 0, 3x plus 3 delta x plus 4 raised power minus 1 by 2 minus 3x plus 4 to the power minus 1 by 2 by delta x. Now we'll change the denominator so that we can use the formula. So let's do that and to get the final answer. Okay, so what we can do here, therefore we can write here dy by dx equals limit delta x tends to 0, and simply it is here 3x plus 3 delta x and plus 4 to the power minus 1 by 2 minus 3x plus 4 raised power minus 1 by 2. For denominator will write like this, 3x plus 3 delta x plus 4 minus 3x plus 4. So see here, if you simplify this, we'll be getting here 3x and 3x cancelled, 4 and 4 cancelled, so we'll be just getting here 3 delta x. Already we have delta x to balance this 3x, simply write here 3. Now for this all we can write one formula. So that is simply minus 1 by 2 3x plus 4 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 into 3, that is, and then here minus 3 by 2 power times 3x plus 4 power minus 3 by 2.
Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you like this video. Please do share this video with your friends, in your circle, in your social media, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. God bless you.